I hadn't planned on making another video. After Lucy's Motel, I told myself I was done. The footage, the voices, the hum, it all got under my skin in a way I can't explain. I couldn't sleep without seeing that lamp still glowing in the dark. So I started going out more, just trying to feel normal again. There's this little dive bar not far from Highway 19. Locals call it the Rusted Nail. It's one of those places where the lights are always too dim and the beer tastes like tap water, but nobody asks questions. That's what I liked about it. That night, I sat at the end of the bar. There were only 4 other people there. An old guy, half asleep on his glass, a couple playing pool, and someone sitting 2 seats away from me. I didn't notice him come in. He didn't say much. Just ordered something, drank it fast, and left. When I reached for my phone, I saw it. A black USB drive sitting on the counter where he'd been. No markings except a piece of torn masking tape with F02 scratched into it. I told myself it was nothing. Coincidence. But you know how it is. Once you've seen something like the motel, you can't ignore signs anymore. I waited a few minutes before pocketing it. Didn't want anyone to notice. No one did, not even the bartender. Back home, I set it on my desk and tried not to look at it. But curiosity wins every time. Around midnight, I plugged it in. One video file. No name this time. Just a string of numbers and the date. 03_18_23. The footage opens the same way the Motel one did. Handheld, shaky, breathing heavy through a mask. The camera's pointed at a massive steel gate, spray painted with the words, Dawning Foundry. I paused right there. The name hit me weird. Dawning. I couldn't help but think of the writing I saw at the motel. L. Dawn light welcomes you. Coincidence, maybe. But my stomach dropped anyway. Sleep Scared's voice, definitely the same guy from the motel, sounds different now. Tired, like he hasn't slept. Used to be a metal plant, he says. Shut down after the floods. Locals say it still runs at night. He laughs a little when he says that, but it's nervous, forced. Inside, the foundry looks like it's been abandoned for decades. Everything's rusted. Puddles shimmer under the flashlight beam. Old conveyor belts, massive furnaces, all frozen mid-motion like someone just hit pause on time. And then there's the sound. That same low hum, the one I heard in Lucy's Motel. It's faint at first, barely noticeable. But as he walks deeper into the building, it starts to change, almost like it's responding to him. The camera pans across a wall covered in graffiti. Circles, eyes, and again that word, dawn light. The explorer stops, breathing harder. You seeing this? He whispers, like he's not alone. But he is. At least, he should be. For a few seconds, nothing happens. Then a door slams somewhere off camera, hard. He runs toward it, panting. The flashlight bounces wildly. When he reaches the source, there's no one there. Just a corridor lined with broken lockers. Every single one of them is slightly open, like something's already gone through them. He starts talking to himself. Must have been the wind. Yeah, just the wind. His voice doesn't sound convinced, neither did I. The footage cuts, static for about 10 seconds. Then it comes back. Now he's standing in front of one of the massive furnaces. The doors are half open, and his flashlight hits something inside. Something shiny. He reaches in and pulls out what looks like a wallet fused into the metal. Melted. You can still see part of a photo inside. 2 people smiling. The heat warped their faces. He keeps searching, finds more keys, bits of jewelry, a phone case, things that shouldn't be there, things that look personal. The hum gets louder. It's not power. I can tell by the way the audio warps. It's almost organic, like a voice buried under the sound, vibrating through the floor. He starts to panic. The camera shakes, breathing ragged. "I think someone's still working here," he says, whispering now. And then it cuts again. That's where I stopped watching. I couldn't keep going. I don't know what's wrong with me, but the longer I had that USB plugged in, the louder the hum got. Not in the video, in my apartment. I unplugged it. The sound stopped. I turned off my monitor, sat in the dark, and tried to convince myself I imagined it. But I didn't sleep. Not that night, not the next either. Now the USB sits in my drawer. I haven't thrown it out, because I know if I do, another one will show up somewhere else. And I can't go back to the bar. Just the thought of it makes my chest tighten, so I've been drinking at home instead, alone. Sometimes I hear that hum again, faintly, from my speakers, even when the computer's off. And last night, it happened again. The sound played, and when I looked at my screen, there was a new folder sitting there. No drive connected, no internet, just a folder. Inside was one file, f03.mp4. I didn't open it. But the thumbnail, it's the bar. And I can see myself sitting there. I've been trying not to open it, f03.mp4. I told myself if I ignore it long enough, it'll go away. But every night since that file appeared, something changes in this apartment. It started small. The computer turned itself on once. I figured maybe it was a power surge. Then the TV clicked on, just static, no input. Then the hum returned. It's faint, but it's there. You feel it more than you hear it, vibrating in your ribs. I tried recording it on my phone, but the playback's always silent. Only I can hear it. Yesterday, I decided to unplug everything in my PC, the router, even the microwave. Total blackout. Still that low, steady hum, and every time I try to sleep, I see that furnace from the foundry, and I smell metal. It's not like a dream. It's like my body remembers being there, even though I wasn't. I went back and checked the motel footage again, looking for any clue I might have missed. In one of the corrupted frames, right before the lamp flickers, there's a shape. Not a person, not exactly. It's tall, narrow, stretched like a reflection in warped glass. That same shape appears for half a second in the factory footage, caught in the shine of a puddle, standing where no one should be. I scrubbed back and forth, frame by frame. It's there. Every time the hum peaks, that thing flickers into view somewhere behind the camera. I don't think it's following the person filming it. I think it's watching through the camera. The weirdest part? When I paused the footage last night, my screen froze on that frame, the one with the puddle, and for a second, the reflection in the water moved, even though the video wasn't playing. I unplugged the drive again. It didn't matter. The reflection stayed for another 2 seconds before the monitor went black. I know I sound paranoid. I know this all sounds insane. But I've started hearing footsteps in the hallway outside my apartment. Slow, deliberate. Every night around the same time, the hum starts. I used to open the door and check, but now I just sit still, hoping whoever or whatever it is keeps walking. The hum fades when the footsteps stop. I think it's connected to the recordings. Like they're more than videos. Like they're openings. The last time I checked my email, there was a new message in my inbox. No sender, no subject, just a blank line in the preview. When I opened it, it said, "The dawning is near. You've already heard it." Attached was a still image, a blurry photo of the Dawning Foundry. Only the windows were lit from inside. I don't know who sent it. I don't know how they got my address. I deleted it. But an hour later, it was back in my inbox. The timestamp said it was sent from my own email. I haven't gone outside in days. I can't bring myself to. Every noise feels like it's coming from the walls. Every shadow looks like it's waiting for me to notice. There's something wrong with the air in here. It's thick, like it's heavy, almost vibrating, like the hum's not sound anymore. It's pressure. Sometimes my screen lights up on its own. No folders, no files. Just a text box with one word typing itself out. Dawn light. It always vanishes after a few seconds, like it's teasing me. I tried unplugging the computer for good last night. The hum stopped. For about 30 minutes. Then my phone buzzed. No notifications, no calls. Just a low tone that played through the speaker until the battery died. I left it dead. I can't charge it. I don't want to see what happens if I do. This morning I noticed something new. Near the base of my monitor on the glass, there's a faint fingerprint. Long, narrow, not human. It wasn't there yesterday. It's on the inside of the screen. If anyone finds this, if you get a file labeled F02, don't open it. Don't look for me. Don't try to follow this. I think the videos aren't being sent to me anymore. I think they're being sent through me. And whatever's inside them, it's getting closer.